You've probably seen some videos online of girls being interviewed about what body type they are most attracted to. And bro, honestly, what do you think they're gonna answer? Well, I'm fat phobic and I want a guy who can carry me and dominate me. Bro, that sounds so controversial. It sounds rude. And bro, it just gives them a bad look. And like they don't need to say that, but like that's what it can sound like for some people if they just say, "Oh, I'm more attracted to a fit body, and you know, I want a guy to be like a bit like disciplined and I want him to train and stuff like that." Then a lot of people actually are gonna be like, "Oh, you're fat phobic," all this stuff. So, bro, they don't want to sound like that, obviously. So they'd rather just say the comfortable thing to say, like, "Oh, I love a dad bod." And also another reason why they say that they like a dad bod is because they're probably thinking about a dad bod as differently as what we guys would do, right? They might think of dad bod as this like, there's this police officer in Stranger Things. His physique, I don't remember his name. His physique, that's probably what they think is like a dad bod. But we would think like super flabby, the stomach goes out like crazy. But like the police guy from Stranger Things, bro, he actually got like big arms and he got like a little bit of chest. Yeah, he got some stomach and stuff, but that's what makes him like look like maybe a dad bod physique. But he's actually like, he must have been actually training quite a lot, back in the day. So that's actually a decent physique. That's like, at least for his age, Girls just say that they like dad bods and stuff like that. Fit body is not so important. Let me tell you what they actually want, what they actually like. Bro, I was in a club and I was talking with this girl and it was like, and we got into a conversation. I was like, "Yo, are you like nervous? You look nervous. What's going on? Like, why are you nervous?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course, I'm talking with you, and stuff like that." She was like, "Cause like, you're just so," and she grabbed my bicep while she said that shit. Like, "You're so," and it was like, bro, what the heck? She kind of like got shy and like she had the glint in her eye and stuff. And so I was like, bro, she basically said I was like super ripped and that made her nervous. That was super attractive and she felt like she wasn't good enough for me, And it's like, just that thing, bro. That thing is like so amazing, right? They are attracted to that stuff. They're so attracted to it, Also, there was a girl who was like, "Bro, when you take off your shirt, I gotta say, you look really like a man." And she was like, "Yeah, like, I like what I see and stuff like that." I was like, bro, like, and, yeah, then she turns away, gets shy and stuff like, "Oh, bro, why did I say that shit?" That's how it goes. But like, brother, I'm telling you, this is what they want, bro. This is what they want. I've seen it in real life myself. They like this. That's like, when you go into the gym, you have like a tank top on, or you have some t-shirt that hugs your arm. Bro, if you got a good physique, you got some big arms and stuff, you might get some looks, sometimes like, "Yo, I kind of want you to talk to me," that type of look. So this is what they actually want. They don't want a dad bod. They want a fit body. They want someone who can carry them. They don't want someone who can protect them, provide for them. They want someone to be a real man. And like, yeah, they can carry them. They can like take care of things. They feel safe. They can grab around a huge arm instead of, a skinny arm. You know what I'm saying? By the way, there's a link in the description. It's my course. That's where you go if you want to get in the best shape of your life, and you'll get in the best shape of your life when it comes to your cardio and in your physique. So check that out if you're interested. Bro, it makes sense that girls like ripped guys, like fit guys, because, bro, as a girl, you're like smaller, and usually you're like smaller in height and in broadness, right? Than guys and stuff. So girls are actually pretty scared. They're walking around pretty scared. And when they walk in right next to a guy who's like ripped, he looks really strong, right? They just feel more protected. They feel more safe, right? It makes so much sense. And also, when you're fit, it looks like you're disciplined. It looks like you have a life. You're going after something. If you're flabby, it looks like, you might not, but it looks like you're just sitting on the couch all day and you're eating bad and stuff like that. And you're just like watching Netflix all day instead of like going out, socializing, doing stuff. Like, it looks like you're doing more stuff. It looks more like you're living more interesting life when you're all ripped. That's just the way it is. It's like, it might not be true, but that's what it looks like. So this is something you should really consider because, dude, let me tell you, there's a thing called the halo effect, which is basically that when you look better, you get treated better. Like, you get treated, obviously, by other things as well, obviously, but some part of like why you're getting treated, how you're getting treated, bad or good, some of it is going to have to do with your looks. You know, if you look better in your face, hair, your whole body, especially, you're going to get treated better if you look better. That's just a thing where when someone sees you looking really good, you have a good body, you have a good face, all this stuff, but especially body, most importantly, right? Then they're going to think that maybe you're higher up in the social hierarchy, you're a cool person, you're going to get treated better, actually, and with more respect. And they're going to respect you because it looks like you're disciplined, you're going after something in life. It looks like you're on the A game, bro. It looks like you're more social because you have a good physique. It's weird, but people look at you in a different way, and because of that, they treat you actually different. So, bro, if you want people to treat you better and look at you as more of this, like, I know it's cringe, but like this alpha guy, right? Then, bro, go to the gym. Go to the gym and don't slack on it, bro. Go hard in the gym, train hard, get your physique in check, get your cardio in check as well to make sure that you're actually a capable guy. And if you want me to teach you exactly how you can do that with your cardio and your physique and how you can use that to actually boost your life quality, boost how people look at you, you can check the link down below. It will be the blueprint for how exactly you will get that type of success. So check that out if you're interested, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.